What?
Texas to base. Is that what that was? Avocados and orange juice.
Happy birthday.
Say yeah. All right, okay. Are we done being like Georgia Smith? Hey yo! No. All right, God, forgive me for the shade now. Let's get started. Are we ready? Limau, you just quit.
Yeah, no, I quit all this time, but my mouth was open for a very long time.
Jad dropped. Okay, all right, let's get started. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time you're listening. Welcome to episode 56, right?
Yeah, man.
56 of DBTH Podcast, aka Don't Believe the Hype Podcast. Come on now, welcome.
Yeah.
Did you want to say something there?
Come on,
Bread rants.
What? Bread rants. Oh, God. Romans, let me your ears. Okay, let's get straight into our introductions. I am Kesi, aka K's Boogie in the cut.
Yo, and it's Mr. Tariba, Shammy Teeth and Nasty, the one and only.
Come on.
And it's Mr. MBT, the one and only. As you can see, I got a new trim today. No more hats. No.
Spicy.
No.
Spicy.
You said I'm not looking like a condom no more.
I'm
My
not.
barbers is open. Hey-o!
I'm just saying, Shammy Teeth just got way more nasty.
He said we going in raw.
Oh, no.
Pause.
Why?
We like to be careful.
You know, we need to be careful because I'm trying to get this monetized, okay?
You get this monetized? What
Not
you
this
mean?
one. It's
No, I'm
finished.
trying to get it
Why
monetized.
not? We ain't swerve.
It's
Ain't for no kids, nah.
I said you're going in raw. Mr. Shabby T, if anyone's going to get us demonetized, sir, it's
man.
you.
Every time nasty.
There is sex and chocolate out here for all y'all.
You know when YouTube does that calm review?
Yeah, when they
before
do the
go in?
checks.
They've already said monetization.
Yeah. That nigga over there,
This one
nasty.
Rated R.
Woo!
Goodness sake.
Brilliant. Okay. Before we begin,
Yeah.
actually, which way do we want to play this? Should we do table trainers first?
Yeah, we have to. We always do.
Okay, cool. Let's do.
If you
all
see my
right.
mouth here, I was about to scream
what
because
did
I was
you- what
thinking he's
did-
gonna. What do you
What
want to do?
first?
It's fine. Let's do table trainers and we'll just go there anyway.
All right,
Okay,
nice.
cool. All right. It's time for you know it, you love it. It's table trainers.
Trainers tables.
Okay, thank you for that. To get started, if you were listening to us, you already know what time it is, okay? It will do you well. As
See how
always.
Tobi had to sigh.
He sighed because he's tired. He knows that it will do you well.
Yep.
So watch us on YouTube,
That
where
makes
you will be
sense.
able to see the table trainers in a what? In a real life.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
if you enjoy listening to us on Soundcloud, because we got beautiful, solemn voices,
And Spotify and Apple
and
Podcasts.
Spotify and Apple Podcasts,
Indeed.
feel free to watch it in tandem with YouTube.
Ooh, in tandem.
You know, I got the words out.
Okay, now.
In,
it would be good. It would do
tandem's
you
like
well.
is in parallel, isn't it? So why am I going to listen to SoundCloud and YouTube at the same time?
Well, you got
For the streams, bro. If you support us,
have
support us in here. Do you know what I
it
mean?
all run at the same time if you need. I don't care.
You
Your
can
song.
do that.
Run it up.
There you
Do
go.
that. Might as well.
Yes. Okay, cool. So these are the trainers that we got in front of us. If you are watching us already, you'll see that we have a trifecta of new releases. Praise be. Come on now. So let's get started. To the right of me, we have the Nike Dunk Low in the Photon Grey. No, Photon Dust or something like that.
Photon dust. Photon dust.
Yeah, it's something
It's
mad.
the photon dust.
Photon Dust. This is a very, very nice pair. It's a women's trainer.
Unfortunately.
You need to stop saying this.
Do you know? No. Do you know? I'm not saying
The
unfortunately.
thing is, yeah, the
no,
thing is,
wait,
I
wait.
get what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying unfortunately. It's just for
Unfortunately
women.
for you.
Yes, I'm not saying unfortunately.
Then
No,
say
no,
that
come
then.
on.
You got
No,
finish
it's
off
because
Then say that then.
you're
No.
on edge. That's why you always come in.
Why wouldn't I be on edge? Huh?
What?
Right.
Anyway, so those dunks. It's unfortunate
For you.
for me
Yes.
that I can't get them.
Yeah,
Not
they're
for me.
gorgeous. Yeah, you can
Well,
get your foot in there.
You could get a foot in there, but did you get it? No. Anyway, that trainer is very unfortunate I couldn't get it because they don't have it in my size.
Yeah,
So women,
it's a nice colour, man.
yeah, women's size goes up to a size 12.5, which is a 9.5, I believe. That's the highest.
Yeah, even as I'm looking at it, I'm just seeing what's that threading situation. Listen, anyway, we'll get into that later, but the
Anyway.
quality on that is shocking. Which brings us to our next pair.
Yeah.
This one is the Nike Dunk High Dark Sulfur.
Yeah, I love it, man.
So yeah, I remember we said it last week anyway.
Yeah.
I really like this trainer. Another women's pair. These are both mine, by the way. I won them through the Nike app. It's funny, actually, because a lot of people actually won.
Oh, serious?
A lot of people got the opportunity to reserve these.
Really?
So it wasn't on sneakers,
Oh,
it was on
okay.
the Nike app. And then you get a message in your inbox saying, quickly reserve this in Nike Town. But everyone just thought it was like, oh, new in, the shoe's been released.
Yeah.
It wasn't very clear, in my opinion. I don't think it was totally clear. And that's how I got the yellow ones on Friday. And then I got a notification for the grey ones on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Tuesday. When was it?
Was it Tuesday?
When
Monday?
did I go? When did I go?
Didn't you go
Central?
yesterday?
You went there yesterday.
So
you got
Tuesday.
yesterday,
Yeah. So but a lot of people got this notification and they didn't know what it was.
Okay.
So that's that. I mean, Toby put it to the screen, brother. The leather is finished already.
Yo,
I've
the
only
leather's
worn it
awesome.
once.
Yeah, when I was looking at them,
Look.
yeah. Let me see.
But
I've only worn it once.
It's not a first because, as I said, when I got the Michigans last year, the leather on those are terrible.
Oh my god, this is
I
shocking.
literally wore it once and the creasing was horrid. Like, I've never seen anything like this
Yeah,
before
it's
in
a
my life.
shame, man.
This shoe is it's one and done.
It's such a
Beautiful
shame.
colorway, but the
Beautiful
material's
colorway,
not
and
great.
I've never seen this colorway, the yellow and the white together.
For sure. It's a beautiful colorway, really.
So I'm gutted that this is what it looks like after we was only out. I was only out wearing this between like
for a few hours.
for
Let's
a
say
few
for
hours.
about 5-6
It
hours.
wasn't up to 12 hours, and if it's
Bro.
not up to 12 hours, and that's what it looks like.
It's not good enough.
It's
I wasn't
mad.
even playing ball, bruv. I was
The,
just walking.
the low ones, I am looking at those, but I don't even know where they're coming out. And I think those will probably be women's as well.
The low ones of that.
Yeah.
Didn't
serious?
even know that there was one coming out.
Same.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I like it, but the leather is disappointing. So
It is.
there's that. Something that has not disappointed us in terms of the quality, which is on the pedestal today, it is the Nike Air Huarache coming back in the, is it the Escape? What is it called? Escape. The Escape. I don't know if that's a colorway, but yeah, that's it. Gorgeous.
Nah, colorway.
Colorway, fantastic. I never, they tried to bring back Huaraches for the Stussy collab. And they were making a lot of noise trying to make it seem like this was the, the comeback kid in terms of silhouettes. It will never be that for me. But the colorway, fantastic. Color combos, brilliant.
No,
Color
sick.
blocking on that is insane.
Beautiful.
It's
Slept
beautiful.
on it.
Really,
I
really,
slept
really
on it.
nice. You say you slept
think
on
I
it, but
don't-
if you had the opportunity to buy it, which you do.
Yeah, you can
You still
still
do?
buy it.
Really?
Yeah,
for sure.
of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get them then.
I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
lie.
yeah.
The materials on it are sensational.
The
Personally,
materials are great.
I beg to
No, I
differ.
feel
The,
It's
the
sensational.
materials are good. The quality of how it's been made
It's
is
one
not.
six-
No,
Select
I
them.
beg to differ.
Feel that toe box.
That's the bit I have a problem with.
It's new, but
toe
It
box.
does. It feels like it's not supposed to be this material. Looking at the color,
yeah,
it
but
feels
the,
like
but the
neoprene more than anything
I
else.
hear
Even
that.
then, the
I hear that.
quality of it though, still, it's like because
I hear the neoprene
Yeah.
I'm
comment.
telling you, it feels like neoprene.
This
and
part
you're
is
telling me
this is neoprene.
no, but this
No,
is
that's
no,
neoprene.
This ain't. Is
No,
this
that's not
neoprene?
neoprene.
This ain't
neoprene.
neoprene.
No, this is neoprene. Like this type of texture
you know
is
what I'm,
neoprene.
you know why
Yeah.
what I'm talking
Bring it,
about.
bring it,
Like
bring
it.
it feels
Yeah.
like it's artificial. It feels like it's
It feels like it's fake nubuck.
yeah.
I understand.
I thought I was
I
like it
understand.
does like
Yeah.
if that's supposed to be suede, okay, like I know what a suede
mad.
feels like.
Yeah,
Like-
I would love a harsh, like a not a harsher, but
rougher.
like yeah, like
Yeah.
a
But
the
different
thing is,
texture. It's just too smooth.
Remember when Huaraches came out and they had this like beige and black colorway and it was like really rough.
Yeah.
That was disgusting.
It was disgusting.
not-
I'm not asking for like medium curry suede.
Mm.
I'm
Okay.
just
No,
asking
definitely.
for like
Shaggy.
give me like a a real nubuck that I can feel
Some texture.
It came from a cow.
Yeah.
the ass.
You feel me? From
cow
the hide.
hide.
The hide.
For real.
So yeah, okay, cool. That is ours. We've got unboxings to come
Oh,
for
yes.
all of the pairs. Do you know what? Too many. I actually won the green pair, but I gave it to Falade. Big shout out to her. So we would have had a trifecta. Maybe she can bring the shoe back and then we can do an unboxing for you,
Yeah,
man.
man.
For
If you
sure.
fancy it. But if not, that has been our Tables Trainers.
Trainers tables.
Watch out. I make it sound like Big Ben.
No, do you know what? What is so mad is that when I was doing
Tables.
it, when I don't go
Changing.
changing as a Beijing. What happened with the trainers tables? Because
Yeah,
I
you said Tables Trainers.
yeah, and
What
then you didn't
happened?
want to finish it.
He did. It
I
was
did.
quick.
I just made it quick.
I said Tables Trainers. Trainers tables.
Yeah,
Anyway,
man.
get
Sometimes
out.
you gotta switch up, man.
Anyway,
Okay.
the news.
Yes.
So, guys, a lot's been happening over the past week.
Yes.
It's only Wednesday. A lot's been happening.
Yo.
Now, what?
It's just been mad. I'm just
No, it's been
thinking about
mad.
everything
It's
that's
been
happened.
So,
A lot has happened.
The first thing, George Floyd,
Yeah.
rest in peace,
Yeah.
the verdict.
Yes.
Now, as we know, the police officer was found guilty.
Yes.
He's
Derek Chauvin.
Derek Chauvin.
Yep.
Chauvin? Is that how you pronounce
I
it?
think it's Chauvin.
I don't even give a
Fuck
crap.
him anyway.
Anyway,
Depends on what news channel you hear it from. Really.
we are. Look,
I think Al Jazeera would have said Chauvin, and AIT would have said something completely different.
what's your opinions? What's your opinions on the verdict? Obviously, we know the guy, George Floyd, is dead.
Question.
What?
Was he convicted for murder? Because
Second degree.
second degree. No, I'm sorry. That's not good enough.
Second degree. But
That's not
they weren't going to do him for first degree.
They should have done first degree. There's
But
no other reason.
They weren't though.
But this is the thing. When I was thinking about this whole thing, I was like, they only use this guy as an escape. And I feel like
Scapegoat.
yeah, that's it. Because after all the killings, I feel like they were like, okay, this is getting a bit too much now, or not even getting a bit too much. But obviously, we need to find a way to at least please the community.
I do hear what you're saying. I think it's great that the family get some sort of justice in the situation. Obviously, justice is not the best word to be using because is it really justice? I mean, the guy killed
An innocent man.
an innocent man completely.
Yeah.
So it's a situation where I don't think justice is the best word, but in the court of law, justice is what was served essentially. However, in this whole situation, the thing that really shocked me is that over the years, there's always been this situation where I'm not just going to put it down to police, white people killing black people, full stop.
Yeah.
And it's never been a situation where the judicial system has admitted fault. We can go back to times of slavery. We can go back to just after that.
Yeah.
We can go back to, I don't really want to bring this up, but you can go back to Emmett Till killing, right? Where it was point blank period. This kid has done nothing.
Murder, yeah.
And you murdered him and they didn't care. Now we're coming back to present day. We're talking about what, 2021.
Yeah.
And this is probably, I'm not sure how many times they've convicted a police officer, but this is probably the first time in history.
I think they said it was like the 6th time out of
Six.
like 64,000 or something.
It's ridiculous. Like,
yeah.
I feel like it's as you say, it's a way to show face to be like, oh yeah, like we hear you guys, you protested, we hear you.
Yeah.
But they're not listening. I don't think they're listening because you still went to go and put him down for second degree murder.
Yeah.
If you guys were being real, he would have gone down for first degree
Yeah.
murder. Either way, they're still trying to protect the police system. They're still trying to protect police officers so they won't be scared to do their job. But I can tell you right now, if a police officer's scared for doing his job because someone went down for second degree murder, quit.
That's
Because what are you still doing there? If
Scared
you're
for-
scared because you feel like you're going to do something, quit.
No,
Yeah.
but the thing is you saying them being scared to do their job.
Yeah.
In what way? Why would
Your
you be
job is
scared?
to protect and serve, right? So if they feel like if I'm going to be, supposedly you're trying to protect someone, right? What Derek Chauvin was doing was not protecting anyone. He was killing someone.
That's what I'm saying.
So
like,
if you for
But
some
that's what
reason,
people say. People
Exactly.
are like, oh, now I feel like I can't do my job because I'm going to get arrested for killing someone.
exactly. I'm
or
pretty sure if you're
whatever.
doing your job properly, no one's going to die. Hopefully, by
Yeah.
God's grace. But I'm telling you right now, that example that you're using, saying that, oh, okay, cool. If I do my job according to what this guy was doing, then I'm going to go jail. Then yes, that's a guarantee.
Yeah.
You're going to get locked up. Hopefully.
what's your thoughts, Kesi?
I have too many, and I'm having a really hard time talking with this one because there are so many things that I've seen that has really angered me. Ultimately, I feel like I have to count this as a win because it is a win.
Why is it really a win?
Right. It's kind of like congratulating a fish for swimming. That's what it feels like. Like that's
I hear that.
Yeah.
I do hear
it,
that.
It,
for
it,
sure.
it feels like someone has murdered someone.
Great analogy.
Yeah.
I love that.
But someone has murdered someone.
Put on a t-shirt.
And we're like, oh my gosh, justice has been served.
Yeah.
Thank God that someone who's murdered someone is going to prison. I'm not trying to do that here.
Yeah.
And I'm very conscious that like the way that we are celebrating that George Floyd has like been avenged or like has been vindicated, and like the way a lot of people are articulating is like George Floyd sacrificed himself for this moment of change, and it's like
Yeah, I know. I heard that one.
there's been a lot of reference to sacrifice and like positioning him as like this symbol of justice and this symbol of change, and like George Floyd has
Sacrificial
changed the
lamb.
world. Yeah, a lot of that. Like this man was killed.
Yeah.
There would be no justice to serve if he was alive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Justice has not been served in this case. All I feel like is that people have been saying, there's a sentence I've been seeing going around is like, it's not justice, it's accountability, and he's being held accountable, and that's it. I don't have anything to celebrate here. This is
exactly.
not a win. A man is dead, and this guy is going to jail, prison, and he is a police officer, so he's going to be in solitude for the rest of his days, and he's going to get a light sentence, and he's not going to be bothered by anybody, and that's just the fact of it. That's what it is. So this is not a win for anyone.
And they're gonna section him differently to the
that's what I'm saying. They're not going to put him in jail. What do you mean? He's a police officer, and he's the one that killed George Floyd.
He'll get done.
Yeah, so they know all of this. So this guy's going to have an easy time. There is no win here, and I think now I'm even like, I don't even want to keep on talking about it, but now I'm saying to myself like, okay. Now that justice has been served and he has been convicted, now it's going to be like, if we ever try and bring up racism again, they're going to be like, but look, George Floyd, like,
for sure, that's a guarantee.
Look, we clearly
There's
aren't,
obviously is change.
Yeah, there is change, because look, George Floyd's thingy got convicted. And another thing that I don't like as well, this is my last point, I can't talk about this anymore, but my last point is like, even down to like how we refer to the trial, we were calling it the George Floyd trial. George Floyd was not the one on trial. George Floyd was murdered when OJ Simpson killed that woman. What's her name? Anna Nicole, whatever her name is, we weren't calling it the Anna Nicole trial. We were calling it the OJ trial because he was the one that was on trial. And I feel like even things like that, if I tell you to tell me this guy's name, we're saying Derek Chauvin, we don't even know how to pronounce it because he's nameless. So when we think of Derek Chauvin, we don't think of Derek Chauvin. We don't think of the murderer. We think of like this icon for whatever this bullshit is, which is a black man has been murdered. And we couldn't even celebrate for longer than like 10 minutes because it was like after the verdict, it was like half an hour later, someone had gone and killed a 15-year-old girl in District of Columbia. Yeah, so it's like, what joy can I feel? Like what joy can I feel?
I think
a black girl.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing about this whole situation, and probably where people are trying their best to try and celebrate what's happened, is because of the fact we know that the judicial system should be convicting people that do murder,
but they never do.
A police officer or not, and they never do.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's the fact that it doesn't happen as much that everyone's like, oh my gosh, the system that should be doing what's right is actually once
actually doing
what's right. And it's like, that should not be the case, but unfortunately that is the case.
I don't know. Well, just one more thing, Did you guys see, there are 2 videos that I saw this morning. I was like, are you kidding me? George Floyd's girlfriend, who is a white woman, or racially ambiguous, but she's definitely basically white. She was like, I hate the fact that George died, but he gave his life for this. And I was like, my guy.
Someone take the mic away from her.
Like, what are we doing? Like, as she said, I know that he gave his life for this. And I'm like, what is this? Because all we're doing is celebrating the fact that a murderer was convicted.
And really, truly, I can tell you, I can't speak on his behalf, but I don't think anyone wants to die for any reason. Really,
somebody pour me a drink.
Like, come on. And then there was, I don't know what her role is within, like, politics. Like, I don't know what her thing is, but
I know
Speaker Pelosi,
Nancy Pelosi,
this silly woman.
I think she's the Speaker of the Senate, or
I don't know what I don't know what her role is, but she was like, thank you to George Floyd for sacrificing your life for us, and
who's us anyway?
And who's us? And she was like, and the way that he cried for his mom. Did you see him cry for his mom? It was heartbreaking the way he was crying for his mom in the video, and it was really heartbreaking. Are we talking about a rom-com? Like, what's going on here? Like,
don't get involved,
anyway,
please, because they talk the most was.
All my thoughts stem around, this is not a win for me. I don't feel any joy. I don't feel vindicated. I don't feel like justice has been served, and I feel like everybody that talks about this situation seems to have this idea that, like, great, George Floyd's murderer has been convicted, racism is finished, and I hate that for us. That's my thoughts.
I hear you. All right. Moving swiftly.
Yes.
Gucci and Balenciaga.
Yes.
Now we spoke about in our last episode, it was just us just making you guys aware that this huge collaboration is about to happen.
Yes.
And then a few days later, we saw the runway.
Oh, Jesus.
Goodness. Goodness.
Initial thoughts.
Wow.
I apologize because in the last episode I said this was going to be a bag of crap.
I think we all unanimously said that we don't.
Kesi didn't.
We're not sure if it will go well.
Yeah, I was a bit
skeptical.
Yeah.
So was all a bit skeptical.
Yup.
But
my God,
fire!
My God,
fire!
They did what they needed to do.
Jackets.
I think from
puffers, boots, bags,
it's the blazer,
suits,
the blazer
green suits.
It's a jacket.
Look, that puffer jacket, I gotta have it.
I don't think that jacket is Gucci and Balenciaga. I think it's just Gucci. I think
swear.
that one is just. Are we talking about the red and blue?
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that one's just Gucci. I don't think that's anyway. That's
Anyway, it's all nice
Bryant,
jacket.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
for me personally, I just love everything about it. The
I love it.
production,
Yeah.
the
It's
music.
a great.
The music.
aggressive, It's obnoxious.
Mate, it was everything
It's
it needs to be.
everything it needed to be.
As you said, it was obnoxious. It was everything it needs to be.
Yeah.
Gucci and Balenciaga coming together, it has to be the most obnoxious thing I've ever seen in my life.
And I love it.
To see
Yeah.
dual branding of Gucci and Balenciaga on clothing items,
It was the necklace.
yo, I was like,
When they said Balenciaga and took the G out and put
Yeah.
Gucci, I said, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, clutching for pearls now.
Yo.
That one was serious.
I was very shocked.
What was your favorite piece that you saw?
It was
overcoat.
it's the jacket.
The
Which
overcoat.
one?
A puffer jacket, but you're saying it's
No,
not
that
Balenciaga.
one's not Gucci and Balenciaga.
Okay, so what's the best item?
That
That
you
green
saw.
suit. You know that green suit I told you about?
I think
That I said
it was weirdly shaped. It was definitely a Balenciaga shape for sure.
Was it green or brown?
green.
Oh, but wasn't that just Gucci?
Oh, which one is which?
Oh,
I don't know.
One of my favorite Gucci Balenciaga piece, there's this one black blazer. Oh.
Was
yeah,
it-
that's got
was
the
it
Balenciaga print all over
It's
it.
got Balenciaga print, but
And
it's got
GG.
black GG.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
can't
yeah,
see
you
the
can't see
GG.
GG.
Ah!
No.
It's chalky. It's chalky.
My favorite bit or piece is that jacket that just ties up at the top and it's like a shawl.
Was it the overcoat? I think it might have
Yeah,
been the
it's
overcoat.
like a little
Like a-
cape.
like a-
look,
like a cape.
The brown
Woo!
one.
Yo,
Cold.
Call me Mark Sorrow.
Yeah.
I'm
swat.
you don't understand.
It's cold.
That
It's
thing
cold.
was
It's
disgusting.
cold. It's cold. What I love is that there are some iconic Balenciaga silhouettes, like the hourglass blazers, coats, and that, and they really brought it out for this collection, and
Yeah.
they just put Gucci all over it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
It was just so as you
Mind
said,
blown.
the word is obnoxious because
Yeah.
aggressive,
very
was very
aggressive.
aggressive.
very aggressive.
Because I never expected to see GG and Balenciaga on a jacket, especially when because they both got their mad print.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They both got their mad
And they
print.
just went like this.
prominent.
and to put it together, and it was just like, yo, it works.
I was
like,
inspired.
you know, when you just see something, just like
Yep, you have to.
Yeah.
I was
Hard.
inspired.
you can't not hate.
I was
but
inspired.
Yeah,
I
man,
loved
well
it.
done. But it's gonna be expensive.
It's gonna be.
Yeah,
I was
it's gonna be fucking pricey, dog.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Big
It's good to
time.
see,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's good.
But I'm not gonna lie, Gucci right now,
yeah, they're doing bits still.
they're doing bits. The
They are.
collaborations
Well
that I'm
done,
seeing, because I have to point it out there, that green camp shirt that I showed you.
The Ken Scott one.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Fire.
Beautiful.
But one thing that Gucci have always done really well is that they always find the perfect artist to like add to their brands.
Yeah.
Like they do it right all the time. This is like the third artist that I've seen. Can't remember the name of the other two. That just like they come together and they smash.
Just
it.
makes sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of
Just
sense.
makes sense.
Well done. Well done.
All right. So the next item on the list is Apple. As we know, every single year, Apple does its new releases.
Yes, sir.
What's coming out. And this year, I believe the theme was the rainbow.
Color. Well, it's always been the rainbow, hasn't it? Well,
No.
I mean, well,
No. Rainbow iMac, rainbow iPhone, rainbow
Yeah.
this, rainbow that,
They-
rainbow phone pad, rainbow AirPods, AirPods rainbow,
They really
phone
bedazzled everything,
case
didn't they?
rainbow.
So-
What else can iPad rainbow,
Okay.
yeah, I think you circled back.
One more time now.
iPhone 12, 12 Pro Max, 13 and all that rainbow.
Okay, so let me tell you what they brought out because
Go
there's
on.
quite a few things, and there's
Rainbow.
something that was new that I actually really like.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm sucker.
Happens yearly.
You're a sucker.
Sucker.
Look
It's so
at you.
They do it
embarrassing.
every time.
There's actually one thing that I really like.
And trust me, it's
Such
revolutionary.
A sucker,
But
man.
before you get onto that, the only reason why you're such a sucker for Apple is because of the integration.
Simplicity. I'm sorry.
The way everything works.
It's part of my
It's a lifestyle
The
brand.
lifestyle
They did it.
brands.
They
They
did it
did.
for sure.
Lifestyle.
I was
Got
getting
you
ready
hooked.
to buy that subscription plan that has like Apple Music, Apple TV,
Apple TV, yeah.
Apple Fitness. I was
Yeah.
getting ready to
And the
do
only
it.
thing you was gonna use was Apple Music.
I was finna use the fitness. Fitness looked kind of cool.
I can't like
I was
Apple.
gonna check it out.
Yeah, Apple TV's arse for sure.
Ow.
They ain't got jack crap on there.
Okay,
And
we'll say
everything
no
on there
more.
you gotta pay for. So.
Okay, so let me tell you what came out.
Skybox.
Yeah, there's quite a few things actually. New iPad. Okay, fine. New AirPods.
Does anyone even use iPad anymore?
Nah, niggas is using it.
For real.
For what?
Artists and
Just
stuff.
to hold
Yeah,
around, innit?
no. People are using it still to draw in that graphic designers and that.
No, but that's the iPad Pro.
It's still an iPad.
It's the iPad.
No, but it's different.
Yeah, that's different. Anyway,
I'm sorry.
a new iPad, new AirPods, and there's obviously the new iMac which you've seen. Have you seen it with the
Bedazzled
rainbow
one.
colors?
Rainbow,
Yeah.
I like it.
Brazy. It reminds me of the iMacs like back in the day. You know, with the fat bar.
Yeah, with the
Fat
fat
bar.
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Fat
fat
bar.
bar. Yeah.
Yeah, good times. Okay, cool. So they have those, and then they just announced the Apple AirTags.
What?
Wait, so pause. It's
Kinda,
just a
kinda key.
pause. Wait, let me just answer this before you get into it.
Uh-huh.
Is this to track your items?
Before I get there, they also brought out the iPhone 12 and 12 mini in different colors.
Yeah.
Updates for Apple TV, Apple Card, and podcast.
yeah.
Get to the tags.
See how I'm getting good.
Gosh, this is nonsense.
Yeah, so AirTags is exactly
What's
that.
it-
You basically like stick it on the items that you want, and you'll be able to track them
it.
like you do in like the Find My app.
So instead of actually building it into the device, you got to buy something else.
The
in
reason,
proper Apple
no,
fashion.
the reason, no.
It's one pack for $29 or a 4-pack for $99.
Guess what? Do you know the reason why they did that? Because the Find My Phone app or the Find My whatever it is
Doesn't
app
work.
is a pile of shit.
It doesn't
Shit.
work.
Because when I was looking for my AirPods before we went to Portugal, that thing did not tell me shit.
Yeah,
The thing is,
it's
they
kind of
could-
bad.
They could have easily just updated that app,
No,
but they chose not to.
What they've done is that the app doesn't need to be updated. They've now found another product or another way to
exactly what I'm
rebrand it, which is going to be just as shit.
But
as,
it's not just on like the iPhone.
You can put on
or-
your keys,
You can
can't
put
you?
it on anything.
You put your keys, right?
Bag,
Let me tell you
keys,
something. You know what came out?
backpack.
You're still not going to find what you're
Pause,
looking for.
pause. Do you know what came out a few years ago? Something
What?
called towels. And towels have been doing this for years. This is not new.
It doesn't matter.
No, it does. And
No,
wait,
no.
does it look better though? Does it look nice?
Listen,
does, of
I
course.
believe it was Drake that said, yeah, it's not about who does it first, it's about
Who
who
does
does
it
it better.
better.
I heard
But-
that.
all
but
right.
Is it better though?
The
It
thing
doesn't
is-
matter, it's Apple.
That's what makes
You
it
know
worse.
It gets the people going.
Let me. It's provocative.
It gets the people going.
Do you know what's so sad? Because what's gonna happen here?
I'm not getting it.
No. Wait, you're gonna get it.
I'll
But
see
the
you
thing is-
soon because you're the worst one.
Yeah, 100%.
You're the
You lose your
worst
stuff all the
one.
time.
Okay.
This is what is so sad, yeah, is because if any of you call me, yeah, or I see any post on Twitter or Instagram, where's my keys? Where's my phone? I'm gonna be like,
no,
you
where
guys.
my keys, where my phone. You don't want to hear it.
I don't.
You don't want to hear it.
Because I bet you better call Apple support because I don't know what's happening.
Listen, I like the idea. I think for four for one, 4 tags for a bill.
What?
I've spent a bill on less, on worse.
For keychains. Keychains, Kesi.
But you can track it.
But you can track it. You can't attach
You know
this.
what? I'll tag it to my car.
Can you
See,
oh
you see,
my days. Can you actually no, the Range Rovers need it.
Them niggas is getting stolen
And then you hear that your cousin
in Bulgaria.
Look,
At least you can find it.
Yeah.
People ain't finding
Limau.
their
tell me,
vehicles.
how you gonna get it?
I will find a way.
take a
Come
trip.
on. At least if you know the destination, unless it's in Australia, at least if you know the destination, you can still go there. People don't know where their cars are.
Okay, let me
So
ask you
wait.
a question here. If your car was stolen,
Yeah.
how far would you go to get it back?
Yeah.
By location?
No, as soon as it's come out of the European Union,
Yeah.
that's done.
As long as it could be.
We're not even in the European Union.
No, but you know what I'm saying.
I think it means land-wise.
Hey yo!
Fuck,
But
Boris.
yeah, that is true. As soon as you have to take water or something else to get to here.
Man
Yeah.
said take water.
Yeah, take water. You know, set sail. Take water.
Take water.
Take water. Walk.
Boy, bro.
Take water.
Take
If I have to take water to get there, forget it.
Take water.
For real.
Look,
for real.
anything out of Europe.
Oh man.
That was fresh.
Everything out of Europe is long. It's long because I know, yeah. If the car is tracked in France, all I need to do is take the Eurostar, and
I'm gonna get you back for sure.
all I have to do is take the Eurostar to France, and then I could just be walking. There's my car. That's it.
Potentially, they use the key. Or
Beep, beep, beep,
That's dead. Then the police arrest you.
No, they can't. No, because do you know the reason why they can't is because it's my key.
And the Apple tracker says it's your
I'll
car.
be like, look, AirTag.
Yeah.
All right then,
Thank you,
Apple,
Apple.
you're welcome.
But as usual, we know what Apple keep doing. Apple keeps rebranding. That's what they're sick for. That's what they're known for. Their lifestyle brand. They can even rebrand this thing here, and Kesi will probably buy it.
Trust me, that thing will
So-
only have one button too. But
100%.
continue. We digress. Next
Or-
topic.
All you need is a namaste thing in case.
Wow. Next topic.
Namaste. Anyway,
You guys are really trying to do this. Not you.
next item on the list is we now have the Super League.
No, we don't have the Super League.
We don't have it anymore. Niggas just pulling out. They said we thought it was a bad idea and we're
Oh.
sorry.
So
Yeah, we're sorry about
Just
that.
to
We
give you
thought it was a
guys-
good idea. We were wrong.
just to give you guys a bit of background information. So a few billionaires. I'm gonna call them.
Just call them Billy Gang.
No, I'm not gonna call them Billy Gang.
Billy
Gang
I'm
for
gonna
real.
call them.
They
What's
got
that
money,
thing?
man.
That
Yeah,
what's that enterprise that a lot of people are like is behind?
What,
the
Illuminati?
world? Yeah,
Yeah.
Illuminati.
Won't be
So
surprised.
Illuminati tried to create the Super League.
I wouldn't be surprised.
and a few teams, the dumbest of them all.
They're not dumb.
No.
Arsenal.
They're not dumb.
No, Arsenal's the dumbest team of them all.
No, they're not
The only
dumb.
reason why
No.
they followed the herd,
No, they didn't.
and then
no. They were-
then they sent a note. Guys, we made a big mistake.
Amazing.
All of them cried out.
All of
Big
them
mistake.
did. So let me tell you the ones that are pulled out. Yeah. So Manchester City was the first one to formally announce their plans that they was bouncing.
They were smart.
Yeah.
They were smart to do it first.
Yeah. So now all the 6 Premier League teams, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United and Tottenham, they began the process to...
Okay, so who was the last one to announce that they're leaving?
I think they all did it
I think it was
unanimously.
Arsenal.
No, but the thing is, yeah,
Arsenal.
on
I
the
hate them
surface,
people.
yeah, I was genuinely excited for the Super League personally until I found
Why?
out the key facts.
Why?
Because the Super League was a chance to see basically the Champions League once again with the great teams, but I thought it was a normal league. I thought if you lose, you got to get out. You got to go.
Yeah, what happens if...
The 12 founding teams,
Yeah.
that all get in part of that Free Billy gang,
Yeah.
Will forever stay.
will forever stay. They never leave.
Oh.
Ever. It's the same league every year. They give there's space for 5 guest teams to come in, and I think those teams can get relegated and come back up. But the 12
I
founding
didn't know
teams,
that. Oh,
that's
I
why there was a
didn't
lot
know
of
that.
uproar. That's why everyone was like, oh,
I just
why
thought
they
it's because
deserve
they
it.
thought it was a money scheme thing.
It is still at the same time
Basically a
because
pyramid scheme.
you get
No,
your
but
money.
I thought that's where the uproar was from. That it was it's money. It's not about the fans.
Who's going to
anymore.
cry about money?
UEFA and FIFA were crying
this was
about money
crying.
for sure.
Yeah,
UEFA and
yeah,
FIFA were definitely crying about money, but the fans are just being silly. They think UEFA's backing them. Low. UEFA said no and wanted to ban the players because they're losing their money.
100%.
The fans are screaming because they're like, oh, what makes these 12 teams worthy of getting in?
Got it.
It's like, why you do this? Why you do
Because
that?
we got the money to do it.
mad.
Exactly.
Anyway,
I understand.
So what's now throwing you off of it?
So yeah, that's one of the main reasons that it's not a proper football league.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause
not
no
a situation
one's
where it's based
leaving, no
off
one's
of being.
relegated.
It's not. Yeah, exactly. It's not a question of being based on being good at football.
Yeah.
It's
about
just your
being
bank
part of
wallet.
Billy Gang.
Yeah.
Yo, bring the Billy guy there for real. So yeah, Super League's out, and yeah, that's it, man.
Look,
Yeah, right now it's expected to be suspended. That's the latest.
It's done.
well, any of you within the UEFA Cup or wherever,
I
because
said
I don't watch football. I don't watch football. Like, I don't give a
It
shit.
shows.
I don't
It
give a
shows.
shit.
The
Let's
UEFA
move on.
Cup.
I don't give a shit.
Any of you guys in the UEFA Cup are like
Yeah.
in the
And
Chelsea
the-
box or what? Or like in like Emirates
The
Stadium or what?
Tottenham sauce bars.
Yeah,
that's
you
it, guys,
know,
there.
the white hot Spurs.
No, honestly, I really don't give a shit about football.
You know, Red
That's
Devils
smart.
or what? I don't know.
Yeah, them
Yeah.
Go you.
Yes, David Beckham's still playing. I like him. He's a good guy.
I saw him play last week.
Bend it like
He's a
Beckham.
good guy.
Shut up. All I'm gonna say, yeah, a recommendation
Yeah.
would be if you're still gonna do the Super League, I wouldn't suspend it.
So who are you talking to right now?
I'm talking about the UEFA. So,
You wait for that doing it. Yo, let's move on to the next topic.
so
I said there you wait for.
what I would say,
Reed's a great player, man.
do you know what's so
Who are
mad?
you talking to? Those people there with balls
The
and
balls.
money.
I know the money's and the footballs and the
The
and the
FIFAs
games.
and the
The winners,
EAs.
the winners.
Let me-
EA games.
Let me tell you, not EA
Big.
games. I hate you. Let me tell you something, Karen. Let me tell you something.
Woo.
This is to them.
Those in the back.
If you're gonna do a Super League,
Yeah.
I recommend you to do it like the World Cup. Do it ever so years. It will make sense.
Yeah, but I think
I hear that.
if it was a proper league, then yeah, but it's not. So
No,
forget
but it doesn't
about
need to be a
It does
proper
need a
league.
proper league.
I think it
does,
needs to be a
does,
proper
it does.
league.
Come on, it makes no sense if it's not a proper league.
All right,
Anyway,
cool.
let's move
Anyway.
on. Be moving on.
Yeah.
Anyway, them guys. So the next one on the list is Kobe Bryant and Nike. So we heard that Kobe Bryant and the family. Well, Kobe Bryant, not Kobe Bryant and the family. Rest in peace.
No, it's
Sad,
It still hurts.
It's very sad, yeah, for sure. It
man,
still hits, man.
hurts.
I hear that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Vanessa Bryant, on behalf of Kobe,
Yeah.
has decided to end the deal that they have with Nike.
The question I was gonna ask: why do you think she ended it?
I have no idea.
I just feel like it's like he's not around anymore, and a big part of like their collaboration was his creativity,
Yeah.
and obviously that's not there. I think anything else would just kind of be like slapping a dead man's name on
Yeah.
a shoe and expecting
Shoes,
it to
yeah.
sell. I think that, but who can know? But I wouldn't be surprised if that was the reason.
I think it's because of the backlash with Nike and everything.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. No.
No, I don't think so.
I was still shocked to hear that the deal ended, but I thought it just ended as in like someone might have forgot to re-sign
Yeah,
the deal
and
or
then it
something
needed
and
to
just,
be
and just lapsed. And I was like, raw. I mean, like Nike didn't want to try and fight for this, but then I saw Vanessa's
Her
statement that she put out, and yeah, the one thing I didn't get about the statement is that she said that she still wants to fight for people to get Kobe shoes, and I was like, but how are you gonna do this? If
Yeah,
there's
now
no
there's gonna
deal?
be a limited supply.
Exactly. It makes, if anything, it makes it worse. But now there's no more shoes. I'm telling you, the fight's going to be harder.
I think there's probably like a backlog that's still coming out.
Yeah.
That's not the issue. The issue is the fact that now that there's no more deal, it's like when Kanye left Nike and there's no more Yeezy.
And he said, but I really want everyone to get it.
Exactly. Now that there's no more deal, there's more demand. I mean, resellers are ruthless. They're going to go and grab that shoe as much as possibly can, and they're going to chuck it out for $2,000.
Maybe what she's saying is similar to what Kanye West said, is that they're going to create more volume in regards to the trainer.
Maybe.
Yeah, I get that, but if there's no deal, they can't create the trainer.
No, but she can still have an input into what's already been scheduled. So
because it's been scheduled.
Yeah, but yes, it's been scheduled. But do you think they just have it backlogged in there and ready? Maybe when it's...
I guess, I don't know. I don't know.
It's just assumptions.
That part confused
anyway.
me personally anyway, but yeah, I don't...
We'll wait for updates. But
yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, like always, resellers, you pricks. I can't even say that because I'm a reseller as well.
I guess so.
From time to time. Yeah, from time to time. Anyway, who cares? Anyway, so I know there's a few resellers, assassin resellers out there that are going to see this as a time to now buy a whole load of Kobe Bryant trainers.
The pair that came out around the time, well, just after he died, the green pair, I can't remember the name.
Proton Green, I think.
But yeah, I think it was I was going to say that. Yeah, so when those came out, people were like trying to buy them for that exact reason because he had just passed. So I can only imagine now that they've said this.
It did bring a pretty penny after.
Did it? No, I think because
sure
it was the second. It was the second volume because they done it before and then they re-released it.
Yeah, but this is the first. Away. He just passed.
But when it did, well, I know of someone that had the trainer and it didn't resell that well.
No, but that's their problem. I'm not gonna lie. That's that specific person's problem for real. If you're about this, you will make your money.
Yeah, fair enough.
It was definitely a reseller's shoe.
Yeah, don't be playing game jumping stuff that you don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, the last thing on the list is Nike Refurbishment Program.
Yes. No, there's one more thing as well.
What?
Drake.
Oh, Drake and Chrome Hearts.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we'll get onto that later. Anyway, so Nike Refurbishment Program. What?
Nothing.
Oh, you wanted to do Nike Refurbishment, then Drake?
I wanted to do Drake.
Okay, let's do Drake.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
All right, let's do Drake then.
Yeah, Drake and Chrome Hearts.
So, yeah, Drake was specifically Certified Lover Boy. And Chrome Hearts.
He needs to take that heart off his forehead.
No, what he needs to do is bring out the album. All right? You're branding all over the clothes. Where's the actual tape, Drake?
Don't complain about the guy because J Hus has been planning on his album for 2 years now.
I don't give a heck about that man right now. I'm focused on Certified Lover Boy, okay?
Drake, yeah.
The streets are open. I want to shake my ass to some Drake when I'm outside.
Specifically that Drake.
This 2021 Drake. Can you imagine? A Drake summer.
Yeah.
Do you not remember Controller?
Yo.
No.
Oh my God.
Wait. We remember Controller. We've already listened to a snippet of that album.
We don't know if it's the same thing. We don't know if it's the same thing.
Wait. Yeah, we might. But you're trying to tell me, is there songs on there that you shake your ass to?
Not around.
Okay, that's it.
There you go.
Not around. I can't wait. I can't wait. But there were a couple of those songs that had been recorded back in like 2018.
Yeah.
A lot of them were old. So I'm going in with a fresh mind. I want our shaking music.
I think he did it on purpose, man.
Absolutely, because remember it was supposed to come out in January.
It was.
He said, "No, wait. I'm gonna wait for the streets."
He
knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
anyway, so yeah, there's gonna be some apparel coming out, sweats and that. You know,
I don't think it's gonna come out anyway, but you know.
Who knows? I mean, Drake can't dress, so I have no expectations on that front. He can't. His style is awful. But really the thing is,
Drake can't dress, but it's Chrome Hearts, and
so
it's hype. It's definitely hype.
Have you not seen it?
I have.
You've seen it?
Yes.
Would you wear any of it?
No.
Would you?
You're a clout chaser. I know you would.
No,
Don't
you
lie.
will.
Look at him. Look at his face.
You will.
I'm already scheming on it at the moment.
Oh.
Would you?
No.
I think it's a lie. When it comes out properly.
Look, the thing is, it won't come out. Chrome Hearts does not come out. I understand that.
Yeah.
It doesn't come out. Chrome Hearts is if you know, you know.
Yeah, we'll see it on
Ghana.
That's right.
Exactly, and it already is on him actually. There you go.
Oh, he was already wearing it?
Yeah, he said Drake sent him a care package.
There you go.
Thanks, was wearing a tight hat.
My
I don't know. I didn't see the hat. All I saw was the package.
My brother.
You know the hat that doesn't even clip at the back.
You need to let it go, all right? This is the second time you've mentioned that hat.
Tap off.
Nah, Ghana's got a big head.
Yeah. Anyway, where are we going to, guys?
The last thing on the list.
How are we so deep in the time because of news? I can't believe this mess. All right.
News.
The last thing on the list is the Nike Refurbishment Program.
Yes.
So what Nike is trying to do, I'm going to go through this real quick. Nike is trying to refurbish old trainers. So what you can do, if you purchase a trainer and you give it back to them in 60 days, they can give you a full refund, or if it is used, they can refurbish the trainer and they can give you some money, but they will also repurpose the trainer, put it back on stock, and sell it for a premium.
Yes.
There you go. So this shoe, dirty. Take it back to Nike within 60 days. Did they give you back your money, or they give you some money?
They give you some money. Or it depends on the grade of the trainer.
Yeah.
You get 50 kobo, and then then they'll resell it back to you for the full price.
Yeah.
Not you personally, but someone else that's dumb enough to buy it for that price.
Double the price.
I think
I'll do it for a pair of Syracuse though.
I love the idea of like repurposing shoes in the name of like sustainability, and also for people that can't afford full price shoes.
For real.
I think it's a good idea. However,
Thank you.
Nike are not doing this to be a people for their people.
No,
man.
They're doing this so that they can make money 2 times on the same
Yeah.
2 times for the same
Like,
shoe.
you actually have you are sicko. You're actual
That's a sicko
sickos.
mode.
Big time. They said, yeah, I want you
Yo.
to pay 90 for this, but if you bring it back, give me the shoe back. I still keep the 90 and I'll sell it again for 70.
100%. Do you know what's so mad? They're doing it
Madness.
like what's called Snickers. You know when we watch the Snickers thing and they make Snickers out of Snickers? That's what they're doing
Yeah,
right
they
now.
put Snickers into Snickers.
But it's just an insult because you've taken my money. Like, are you sick?
Yeah, no.
And you're selling it again?
Yeah.
No, these men are CEX.
Shall I tell you what happened?
Bastards. A lot of them.
The thing is, yeah.
They're crooks.
Yup.
What was her name? Anne Hubert? Is that?
Hey, God.
Anne Uber.
My dear, and Herbert.
There you go. This is Herbert. I think Nike saw that year, and even though they came out and said, "Oh, we don't like what Anne is doing,"
Yeah.
in the background they're like, "This is
Well,
smart."
hold on now.
She got something
Hold
going on
on
here.
now.
So how can we capitalize off our own stock after it's been sold? Why don't we
Yeah.
just get our stock back and sell it back to them?
I'm not gonna lie. Nike were the best drug dealers ever.
Yo,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
were
word.
on the streets for
They
sure.
were the kingpins.
Literally,
for
Nike
real.
said one more thing: the price of the brick going up.
100%. 100%. I'm
Price
telling
of the
you,
brick going up.
Nike is the real Pablo Escobar.
For
Absolutely,
real, that's a guarantee.
They are the real Franklin Saints.
Yeah.
For real,
For real.
Sure. I guess that digresses.
She on
into
a rock
our-
now.
Our main topic, guys. at
Yes,
this
it
point.
does.
Yeah, which
It
is
does.
Nike. What the fuck, man?
Damn.
Yeah,
What's
100%.
going on?
No,
Point blank
100%.
period.
Yeah, big man.
Yo.
Yeah, big man.
So the
That's it.
reason why we're saying this because Nike's been fucking up a lot.
There's oh god, I'm telling you, the F-bomb is very hard.
Nah,
Yeah,
because
I'm
they
saying
just
it's
be
quite-
fucking about.
I know not the F-
Fucking hell, me.
Nah,
Now we actually can't.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah,
Well, I've already
you
done
can't
it.
get
This is done now. This is done.
I'm
YouTube
gonna-
got
that was really
monetized.
harsh. I'm gonna have to lower your
No,
volume.
Yeah,
no,
please.
I'm editing.
YouTube.
Okay.
Nah,
That's what it
YouTube.
sound like.
YouTube gonna monetize this shit.
Okay. Make a remix real quick.
with Naira Marley. Look you.
Yeah.
Anyway, the reason why I'm saying this is because there's been a whole bunch of
Questionable. That's the
Questionable
only
stuff,
term that
yeah.
we can
There
use.
we
A
go.
whole lot of questionable decisions.
drama
Yeah, made by Nike. I mean,
made by Nike. Goodness.
yeah,
sake.
a couple moves that were not good
right, man.
moves.
Makes no
Yeah,
sense.
man, it was heinous.
I think they did it all on purpose.
There are a couple of things. So,
They're bastards.
let's go through them. I think. Listen, Nike, they're the
Nike.
source, right? They got the source. They know it. They know that the sauce
Yeah,
is
yeah.
spilling.
They're the
Yeah.
plug.
Over the last couple of years, I think between the start of Virgil's collaboration, since then, no one could chat to them. No
Yeah.
one. And so I think since then,
You
there
think
have been
so?
yeah.
Yes, that's a guarantee.
no one could.
Not
chat to them.
not when Kanye was there.
Well,
No.
yes, but she's saying since that point.
No, even then, Adidas was still like.
Come
No.
on.
I know it wasn't.
Adi.
It wasn't a competition, but they had space on the shelves. No, don't do that. Because when was Kanye West and Nike?
Oh, no.
Was that around the time that they was doing like
They Y3s and stuff.
they
Yeah, I
had
hear
stuff
that.
going
I
on.
hear
They
that.
had the Y3s. They were
And,
doing stuff with Stella McCartney. Then they did the super colors. They had space on the shelves.
What's that trainer that you bought? That everyone went mad
The
over?
The ZG
NMDs,
Neats.
No, the ones that everyone went mad over.
the ones that
Probably
look like
NMDs,
Balenciaga
the
runners.
NMDs.
No, look.
Ultra Boost.
Ultra Boost.
Ultra Boost. They like
That Ultra Boost Air was
yeah, they-
mad.
Yeah, but I think that came after Kanye.
it did come after Kanye, but even at the time that Kanye was out, Adidas still had their space on the shelves.
I
Like,
heard that.
people were still buying Gazelles. People were checking for superstars.
Not Gazelles now.
Gazelles, no, they
Sure,
were popular.
no.
Sambas,
you
all that.
were wearing
yeah.
Nizzes.
Exactly, but it's Adidas.
I was wearing Nizzes in like 08.
Same time.
Kanye was 09.
08, 09 time.
They had their place.
Yeah, it was
like
09.
it wasn't a thing where it was like, if you're not wearing Nike, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean?
exactly.
Now that's where they're at.
Yeah.
So I feel like because they're
Justified.
because they're here now,
Yeah.
they're just like, yeah, let's fuck it up. Like
Yeah.
while we've got their
don't
attention,
care,
let's just. So there are a couple of things that we've just been a bit like,
some
So
problems.
yes, let's. I'm gonna ask some questions and then we
let's
can
go.
get our thoughts on them. Yeah. So first question: do you believe that Nike is still a brand for the people?
No. Hell no. If they were, I would get the trainers that I want.
No.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true.
You think so?
No, I feel like every move for me personally that Nike's done recently that they say is for the people is very sinister.
Yes,
Because
sinister's a great word.
Because everything they've done, so if they're for the people, right? So they want everyone to get the shoes.
Yeah.
They've been flooding the market with dunks lately, right?
Yeah.
But the quality's gone down. So even though they're flooding the market, they're probably not spending more by
Probably spending less.
spending much less. Quality's gone down.
Yeah.
Like we've had how many times have we had a dunk in there that's been issues? We had a extra hole on a pair of dunks. We've had creasing before they even been bought. We've had glue stains all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, come on, a few years ago you wouldn't see that from Nike at all.
Not to this degree.
Not to this degree.
at
Obviously,
all.
you get that odd pair that obviously didn't go through testing properly.
You had the
but-
defects. You had the defect pair, but not when every shoe's a defect.
Yeah.
I mean, you just got a pair of Air Forces today, and there's defects.
Yeah, all over.
It's
the
like,
room.
come on, like
The quality of the Air Force leather is appalling as well
Yo.
in
And
comparison to the
and
others.
I agree with what you're saying, and I feel like they are now doing this thing where they are on purpose limiting how many trainers that they release.
absolutely.
Like the numbers have gone down. You can't buy a pair of Air Force Ones, which is a staple trainer on your website, probably the best selling trainer on your website.
I think about like in regards to if I use Adidas as an example, like I've never thought of a time where Adidas would run out of superstars, and
Or
it's not
Stan
because they're not
Smith.
popular. Yeah, and it's not because they're not popular. It's because they make sure that 50,000 people buy Air Forces a day. We're gonna make sure we have 50,000 pairs.
100%.
And we'll sell them.
For sure.
But there is this idea that has worked for them. It's worked very well. That less demand, less supply than there is demand.
Yeah.
Works for us. It means that if we have a limited of this, then next time we bring out 20,000, everyone's gonna buy them.
Everyone's fiending.
And they'll keep on making more and more and more. So when we think of like last year when the Brazil dunks came out, or the Kentuckys or the Syracuse, the quality was much better. They definitely had less pairs, much less than all of this. And it was limited. No one could get their hands on it. So everyone said, right, let's use
High
Syracuse as an example. Yeah, the low pair. Let's say there was like 20,000 pairs that came out, yeah?
Yeah.
Then it was sold out. Quality was amazing. They said, don't worry.
We got you.
Don't worry, we'll bring out the high pair. And everyone thought it was going to be Syracuse 2.0.
Yeah.
When it came, quality. arse.
Nike tick flat.
And they've doubled the quantities and we've all bought it.
Yeah.
So what do we look like? So yeah, no, absolutely
Bunch
not
of
for
clowns,
the people.
really.
Big time.
Really, like.
And look at us.
The
still
thing is,
buying them.
going back to that Adidas situation.
Before you continue, the thing is, we're still buying it because it's fire.
But it's not though. We know it's not.
Fire.
The
It's
co-
not fire.
okay.
This is the problem that we're having.
The thing is, it's not fire in the sense that the quality is not great. I understand that, but that trainer, where else are you gonna get that trainer from?
But don't you think we're compromising too much? At what point do we say, I'm sorry, this is far too many defects?
I think we.
I was wearing this for 6 hours, and my foot, when I got home, I was in pain for 2 days. And it's not because I didn't break out. I should never have to break out this type of trainer.
Then again, I think dunks generally because it's old technology. they
No,
probably
my
haven't updated
Brazils are perfectly
Did
fine.
you just
I
say
wouldn't
old
feel like-
technology?
Yeah,
I
the dunks
would-
are old shoe. It's-
No,
But what
but-
about Converses? Sorry.
Converse
No,
is different
but-
because they've
no,
actually
they had a
updated the
new- no,
technology.
they had
They
new
haven't announced
technology.
new technology in
The
the shoe.
Brazils, when I first got them, I wore them all day. I had no problems. This pair, the
Yeah.
construction of this is awful. It's
Okay,
awful.
maybe, yeah.
So yeah, there are a couple of things that between this and like everything that happened with Anne Herbert, like you mentioned, these things show that ultimately the brand's not really checking for us. It's money that they're doing this for. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter where they get the money from. And there was another thing that happened as well that was like kind of heinous. What was it? The FlyEases.
That one was a
FlyEases,
joke. That was a joke.
It just
And
goes to show.
anything that they can create a hype over and they
Yeah.
know they're gonna sell it, that's what they're gonna do.
But the thing is, I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at the FlyEases. Oh gosh,
Fly easy.
Damn. But when that shoe was probably being built, I don't think their intention was to create a shoe that was hyped. I don't think that was the case.
No, I don't think so either.
I definitely think. I think they actually had genuine
Accessibility in mind.
accessibility.
I
in mind,
think
for
so
sure.
too.
However, when it came out and they noticed what happened, is when they should have pivoted. They decided to continue feeding to the hype and let the shoe just go to anyone.
But what you said is that when they first created the shoe and released it, it wasn't for hype. It was for accessibility and all that type of stuff. So they didn't follow. They probably didn't follow what they were trying to do.
Probably still
They
was.
saw the hype.
They just didn't want to do anything about it.
I
No.
think when they were creating the design of the shoe, they didn't intend on it being a hype trainer. But once they saw everyone's reactions to like
They
images,
probably changed
then
it.
they probably said, let's reduce the quantity by
For
like
sure.
They even reduced the quantity. They even if a trainer like that, which has now been linked to disability and helping out people that are disabled. You would want that trainer to be accessible.
Or
like
you'll
I
just
should be
do
able to go.
something.
I should be able to go onto a Nike app and be able to buy that trainer for someone that is disabled.
Well, you got to also look at. I mean, there's many excuses that can come out of a hat for this year, but one thing that I really look at for this is that obviously everyone was in lockdown, right? I really feel like hopefully if it was a different time, if the stores were open, they can do something where we've held a couple of pairs for people that have disabilities, come into the Nike store and we'll set you up. But this is why I'm saying I'm kind of over excuses, but I'm like, this is something that they could have done.
No.
Online, it's not as easy to
But
do.
wait.
No,
Let
no.
me just say one thing. Sorry. Let me just say one thing. Yeah. If they wanted to keep some stock in store,
Yeah.
we're talking about people that are disabled,
Right.
and if we're talking about the shoes, we're talking about people that are disabled in like from the waist down.
Not
Not
necessarily.
exactly.
Not waist down, but okay.
But I think that
I mean, the whole idea-
I get what I'm talking
but
about.
that adds to the point that I was going to make, which is I don't need to have to like. You shouldn't have to reserve some pairs for the disabled people that
Right.
need shoes. It should never be that. If you
Just
want
make
a
the
pair to
pairs.
be available, just make it available.
Yeah.
There is no let's reserve the pairs for the disabled people that need a
heard
bit
that.
of help.
I heard that.
It's not about that. You just need to if you know that the demand is 50,000 people, 50,000 people have saved it in their favorites before it released, you should have released 200,000.
Yeah.
That shoe should have been readily available to the point where it should still be sitting on the stores
100%.
once they opened.
Yeah, I think
That is the problem.
you gave a really good example with Adidas, really and truly, because if Adidas can do something where obviously Adidas have their limited shoes,
Yeah.
and limited shoes once it's gone, it's hard to get.
100%.
That's a fact. But your standalone shoes, where the FlyEase should really be a staple shoe from Nike, because it should just be a shoe that is easily accessible, like an Air Force, which is once again really hard to
It's
get
getting
right
hard
now.
now.
But it should be something like that where it should always be on the website. It should be
Always.
something that people can always grab. It shouldn't have been a one and done situation. Like, have you heard of anything about a FlyEase ever since that
Since.
Fit 2 released?
Nope,
No.
still sold
It's
out.
not like it was a Nike Air Mag out here. It's not a special edition shoe.
No.
This is a shoe that's built for accessibility.
Yeah.
So Nike know what they're doing. As soon as they hear the hype, as you said, they might have pulled stock back. They might have said, okay, cool, we're not gonna feed the millions that want it. We're only gonna feed 20,000 of the individuals that want it, and anyone else that wants it can go and buy it on resale.
You know what? Yeah, Nike. If for me, Nike is starting to remind me of that individual that just wants to like be liked. You know when you go to school, yeah, and there's that person that's like, yeah, get to know me, yeah. That's how it feels right now.
Or they've got the limelight and they don't want it
Yeah,
to go.
that's it. Like with everything that they're doing, from Nike rinsing every single silhouette that they have, it's been dunks for 2 damn years.
It's been a long
2
time.
years we've
Yeah.
had dunks.
You got to remember, I was watching an interview, CZ Mills and Julie Adenuga, and the way
It's sick.
it's really good.
No, it's a
Go
really
check it
good
out,
one.
guys.
Really good
one.
But they said, I think it was Julie that said, the lockdown period that whole year doesn't count, because you got to understand that lockdown year was a whole year,
Yeah.
and we did nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. So I feel like everything that happened during that period, you can't really count. So
Yeah, I
the
can.
dunks coming out during that whole period, yeah, I know it's online, but it seems very aggressive because we were at home doing nothing.
I don't
I
think so.
disagree.
You
I
think?
disagree. Do you know why? Because this and the green one came out in one
Just
week.
1 week, yeah. it's
In the
true.
space of
Yeah,
1
it's true.
week. And the week before that, there was something else. There was the
That pink one, isn't it?
Which one?
The pink and
Didn't
that
this
light
come out-
purple.
Didn't this come out in a high top?
No.
Yes, it did.
It did
The
it?
football grey and the vast grey. That was the you know the blue one that we saw at Selfridges that guy showed us. They had they had the grey one as well, and the orange pearls, and then the burgundy one came out as well, and then the Michigan lows are coming out at some point, and there's another one and another one and another one. For the last 3 months, there's been 3 dunks coming out every week, so it has been a miss. I don't even mind the fact that the dunk silhouette has been around for 2 years. Has been around for 2 years, yeah? I don't even have that problem. It's the frequency, and it's the fact that for every dunk that you create, the quality gets worse and worse and worse. It doesn't tell me that you care about dunks. It tells me that you care about money.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
it. And that was the same with the
100%.
thing with the FlyEase. It doesn't tell me that you care about accessibility. It tells me that you care about money. It tells me you care about hype
I
and
heard
keeping
that.
the clout up.
I want to play the other side real quick though, because once again, like Michael said, that you can't get your shoes right. Isn't this them trying to feed everyone by bringing out the same shoe multiple times?
Well, this is it. That's what I was saying. Like, I'm not necessarily mad at them keeping the silhouette going. I'm
Yeah.
not. But if it means that for every time you create the shoe, you reduce the quality and increase the price, something is going on here.
Yeah, I mean it's business in the end.
Mate,
Which tells me it's not about the people.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
about
about
the
the
money.
people,
it's
about
That's
the money.
it.
the
Stuff,
the
yeah.
thing is, just going back to what you're going, what you were saying, is that even if they bring out the trainer and trainer again and again and again, I still don't get my trainer.
Well, that's your own business.
Yeah, that's
That's your own business.
It's not everything that we can get in it, and that's it.
I get that. I just had to say it. I still not getting my trainer because it's like me saying I want turkey, but you giving me chicken.
All right, put it this way, right? Yeah, if you want to get your trainer, right, you want your trainer. So, for example, let's say the Syracuse Dunk Lows actually came out with the proper color
10.5
last year,
has
right?
it.
And they did it again, and there was a million, let's say 1.5 million shoes out there, right? And it's sitting in Foot Locker right now. Would you still want the shoe as much as you want it now?
The Syracuse Lows.
as much
What?
as
The Syracuse Lows.
Yes.
Yeah. As much as
What if the hype was gone and
if the shoe sat
if they brought out 1.5 million
when it came out
pairs,
last year, if they brought out 1.5 million pairs and it's still on Foot Locker shop floor right now, would you want it?
Yeah, I would.
Are you
would
sure?
you want it as
Or
much as you want it now?
Yes, I do.
Would,
Do you know the reason?
I feel like he's definitely got his brain on because he wants the shoe now.
And I think as well, even if you are like that, there are many other people that won't want the same shoe that everybody else wants.
Yeah.
Exclusivity is a big selling
100%,
point
for sure.
behind why. Do you know what I mean? Which is why they're doing this, because they know that it's a selling point. If you can't get the collabs, the least that we can do is make our general release ones hard to buy. And that's just kind of what it is.
The only reason why is because summer's here.
Anywho, next question. Would you say that Nike is what it once was?
Definitely not.
You want to go?
Not. I mean, just reading the book Shoe Dog and understanding what the founder did coming up with Nike. I mean, coming from Blue Ribbon to Nike itself. And it felt like they had a huge... I feel like they really cared about their stakeholders personally and the people they had partnerships with. So
stakeholders. Are we at work?
I mean,
let me
understand it's just a word.
They really... Tobi!
Sorry. They really cared. It's Mr. Tariba. They really cared about the people that they worked with because... when they were making running shoes and stuff like that, Bill Bowerman was really innovating out here.
Yeah.
It was really about, okay, cool, I want to make sure I can make this person the fastest player that possibly ever be, best tennis player. Michael Jordan came through. I want to make sure that Michael Jordan has got the best shoes for him to play the sport. They kept on innovating. They kept on doing this. I have said for time and time again on this podcast that I feel like Nike has lost their innovation. And I'm not sure if it's to do with the old designers just being good at what they do and the new designers just coming out with us, or whether they are not putting in as much effort and they're not putting as much heart into what they're doing anymore. And as you can plainly see, this can be seen with the FlyEase because it seems like you have the right intention from the design point of view, but when it comes to actually giving it to the people that need it,
you made a choice.
What the heck is going on?
I beg to differ, you know.
Go on.
I think Nike is bigger and better. Bigger and better in a sense that the brand, you're talking about where Nike started from. Right. Nike was really focused on athletics, and there was a point in time when there was a shift in the culture from the sense that it wasn't really about athletics anymore. It was about fashion. Design, all of that's the culture. So it changed. So in regards to you thinking that, okay, yes, it was about the what's it called? The athletic trainers, the football boots and all. There was a point in time when Nike was doing like the CR7s with Ronaldo and all those type of people, but now it's changed. So I'm not surprised that they're not focusing on the comfort, the specific comfort of a trainer. The last time I heard comfort was the Vapor Max. Now it's about style. So that's why you're seeing all the Dunks and the Hirachis and all these different type of trainers. It's not about the comfort anymore. It's about what looks good.
You're right.
So true, because everything is now turned into lifestyle.
That's it.
You're absolutely right.
So when it now comes to the people that are now designing the trainers, the designers now are a lot younger. And they're more in tune with what's going on right now, which is fashion.
And they're into fashion.
Are they?
I know, I think
to an
by
extent.
default.
To an extent.
I think by default, I think even, sorry to cut you like that.
No.
Even in terms of like who they get on board for collabs, it's not even necessarily anyone that needs to have like the repertoire of like, not repertoire, reputation of like this long standing history with fashion. You'll get someone like my guy, Drake, to come and do a collaboration because he's popping. You get someone to do a collaboration like Virgil. Obviously, I know I can't, let me not try and diminish what Virgil has done, but he was still fairly new as a designer in comparison to some of the other people that have worked there, like Raf Simons or other people that have collaborated, like Prada, etc. So people like that, they're sniffing out who's clouted off. They're sniffing out who can give us new, fresh designs. And that's what we got with the collaborations. Travis Scott. Do you see what I'm saying?
That's it,
That's it. So that, you know, they've chosen fashion and I 100%, I 100% see that. I hear that completely.
So, they're popping. Like Kesi's been saying, they are popping. And it's because they've got Nike is the monopoly in the market. Nike is the monopoly in the market. Nike is so big, they can collab with whoever they want.
What did Future say? You do what you want.
When you're popping, 100%.
That's it.
So,
For sure.
like you said, with Drake, they can get Drake.
Yeah.
They know that Drake has a huge fan base.
Yeah.
They're buying the trainer.
Yeah.
Skepta.
Even
obviously,
Kanye, Skepta, all of them.
They can get whoever they want. So I'm not surprised that they're moving like that stingy individual. That's
Because
what I was
they
trying.
can.
That's what I was trying to say. You know that stingy
Yeah.
guy or
Yeah,
woman
yeah,
that's
yeah.
like I'm
Yeah.
popping. You know,
Yeah, you can't chat to me.
I
yeah.
heard that.
Yeah.
Like my arse don't stink.
Yeah. I hear that. I think, is it what it once was? There are obviously things about the old Nike that I would like to see now. And it's in regards to how they view their community and like being for the people. And I
Yeah.
think even some of the collaborations that we just brought up, Travis Scott, for example, he's coming out with Air Max 1s, which I'm
Yeah.
actually quite excited for. I would like to see
You like
them.
him?
I don't like
I'm not
what
sure
I've
about
seen.
liking them,
I
but-
would like to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's bringing out Air Max 1s, 5 colorways.
Yeah. They said we're gonna feed the streets.
And when I look at the quality and in terms of like innovation and like what they had going on, what was the first Travis Scott pair that came out? It was the one,
The one.
right?
Was it the ones?
Think of how the one blew everybody's mind.
Yeah. Because it was so brand new.
It was just so
revolutionary.
fresh, a
He flipped the
revolution.
swoosh.
It was, it was mad. And I know it's been done
Yeah.
before, but it was mad. Like
Yeah.
No,
it
it
was
wasn't
mad.
done before.
It had been done
It
before
was.
like once, like,
Yeah.
but it was nothing like
It was
this.
nothing like
Really?
this, Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
nothing like.
Well, if the
this.
Nike tick the other way.
Mhm.
Okay. Never knew.
Yeah, I said it was the first time in a clubhouse room. They was like, I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
relax.
Okay.
All right.
Rowdy
You
rebel.
fucking shit. Yeah, big time. Anyway, yeah, so it was revolutionary. It was different. It was fresh. It was hard. It was suck.
Yeah.
And then ever since, after then, brother, every single thing that was
Oh,
released after that, yeah, sorry,
Sorry.
you hit your tooth against the mic. I heard it as well. I was like,
Yeah.
this. Yeah, everything after that, I felt like it wasn't as inspired as
Yeah.
that shoe.
Just chuck the swoosh backwards.
Yeah, it was just like, and so now with this Air Max 1, it kind of tells me like, for the fact you're bringing out in 5 different colorways, are you doing this to make sure everybody gets a pair, or are you doing this to just like churn out?
They're saying
Yeah.
we're going to make as
More-
much money as we possibly can.
And that's it, and that's what they always do with.
Yeah.
Look at the Sakai's.
Exactly.
Oh, what you like Sakai's? Yeah, say them all. Yeah, we're gonna make a nylon
Suede
pair. We're gonna bring
nylon,
out 7 colorways, and
Do you-
it's the same thing.
You know what? Yeah. No, we're gonna go. We're gonna keep on going
okay.
because I'm actually enjoying this. In regards to Macklemore,
Yeah.
Macklemore made a pair of trainers with Nike. He made 2 colors. He made the Sage and the other one. Yeah,
was it
only
the
25 pairs for each. He was saying, yeah, because he tried to do some changes to the trainer. He said the only person that Nike has allowed to make like drastic changes on a trainer is Travis Scott.
Oh, really?
Travis Scott is the guy put a parachute on the back. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but he put a little pocket on the
pockets.
side of the
Of the
sixes.
6s.
The
I'm
Nike
thinking,
tick.
what parachute?
The Nike tick. Did he change the order of the Nike tick on the Jordan 1 lows?
Yeah,
He did.
Yeah, he did.
So he's done it on the lows and the highs. Nobody's done that. Not even Virgil's been able to do that. Virgil's only been able to.
Well, Jordan's not going to change.
Jordan
the
ain't gonna
design,
change nothing,
Yeah.
man. But he's the only one
He
to do
needed
this.
to be retro, huh?
But collabs wise,
Yeah.
why do you feel like all these major fashion heads, Kanye, Jerry, Sean Weatherspoon, why do you think they're leaving from Nike?
Because Nike's not what they used to be.
Yeah.
It's that simple. And Kanye said it from early. Nike's not what they used to be.
Yep.
When they couldn't be bothered to give Kanye royalties for the shoes that he designed, I'm pretty sure, I mean, obviously he would have designed it with designers, but it had it's his shoe. He had his name on it. All he wanted was a piece of the pie. And I'm telling you right now, if they couldn't do it for Kanye back then, they're for damn sure not doing it for anyone right now.
No.
So
Yeah.
that's the main thing. I think-
Virgil's doing it for free right now.
I wouldn't say for free. I mean, he's working in other places, but even then, it's like you can't. Nike's got so big, as you said. Nike's got so big to the point where they're like, we don't need you.
Yeah,
you need me.
Yeah.
You
So
do.
really and truly, because you need me, is that what we were talking about last week with the 80-20 split, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need me to get the money, right? So because you need me, I'm gonna take the biggest cut.
Yeah, you're
and
not
you
in that
get
place
nothing.
to tell me
You
what
haven't-
you want.
Look, when we're deliberating, we're doing contracts. Yeah, hee ha ha. We'll give you a few shoes.
Yeah.
That's it. Money wise, it's coming to us.
And remember with Kanye, the Yeezy trainer that he was going to do with Nike, that was pre-Yeezy.
Yeah, exactly.
Kanye had no fashion clout.
There was
Yeah.
Like,
nothing.
he had nothing behind him. He had no leg to stand on. Drake, OVO was a bust.
Mm-hmm.
Virgil, he was doing Pyrex and them man there. he wasn't popping like that, Like he needed Nike. He benefited off of Nike.
Exactly.
Who else have they collaborated with? Sean Wotherspoon, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
Do you see
That's
what I'm
where
saying?
his name, not his name. That's where he started. But
He was a household name in his little area.
Yeah. Once that trainer came out,
Yeah, he's gone. So
Yeah,
I definitely feel like it is that, like, the Nike that we think of in our minds, you know, the story that they create. They've got these amazing adverts. They, you know, it's really emotional and all
Nike?
that stuff.
Yeah,
when was the last time Nike did an advert?
They haven't done an
Colin
advert in a very long
Colin
time.
Kaepernick
recently.
and them, man.
That was barely an advert, man.
That wasn't an advert.
It was an advert.
It was.
I know. We know it's an advert, but
The one for International Women's Day with all the pregnant women. What are we talking about?
I didn't.
There are ads all the time.
I haven't seen no Nike.
I mean, they do
adverts.
There are
campaigns.
adverts.
They
They're
do
there.
campaigns.
Yeah, okay, campaigns. Okay,
as opposed
campaigns.
to adverts, though.
Campaigns. Yeah,
Nike,
campaigns. more
Nike
so.
do not need to do no adverts.
Yeah, but there's they've got a lot of emotive language and, you know, pianos playing when they're trying to make a point and stuff, and that's all well and good.
yeah.
But ultimately, when it comes down to it, everything that they've shown, they have proven to just be about the money, and that's it. I haven't seen anything else. When we talk about the collabs, we're looking at, oh yeah, you like the collab, yeah, cool. Let's bring out in 17 more colors, and we're gonna make them just as limited as last time.
Yeah.
So you're gonna keep on wanting it, and I'm gonna keep on bringing them out. When we talk about the innovation, the FlyEase was probably one of the most innovative silhouettes they've come out with.
Yeah.
They made sure it was limited. You had to enter a queue and get it from the Nike app. Are
That's a
you
raffle,
actually
man.
kidding
That's
me?
mad.
So you've got all of these different things that they've done, even down to the Nike refurbishment program that we was talking about. There are so many ways that could have been done for the community. So many things that could have been done. And did somebody knock?
I don't know.
There are so many things that could have been done for the community, and there was a way in which you could have done it. And this is the way that you chose to do it. It tells me that all you're focused on is money. And I don't remember what episode it was that we had this conversation. Excuse me. And we was talking about how I was saying that there's no way you can be a billionaire without exploiting someone.
Yeah.
This is the type of thing I'm talking about.
I get
Where
it.
Nike have an option to do right by the people or do right by themselves. When they choose themselves and they make the money they make, someone will now come and say, but what's his name? Phil Knight. Yeah, but he had good intentions at the beginning.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
can you blame him for being a billionaire? It's things like
mad.
this,
Yeah.
decisions like this, that say to me, you can't be a billionaire in good faith. But that's a story for another day.
So,
Last question.
where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here? Do we stop shopping at Nike?
Impossible.
I won't do it.
Can we
unfortunately.
go without Nike?
Impossible.
I cannot.
Impossible.
When I think of all the trainers I
It's
own,
impossible. I looked at
aside from the design, I was actually looking at like all
Yeah,
my
exactly.
boxes. Aside from like the designer ones,
Yeah.
there's only one pair that I've got from Adidas.
It's impossible.
I'm not counting Converse, and even then, for God's sake, they own Converse. as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, they do.
It's
They
And
own
they
Converse
they
as
were
well.
smart with that purchase.
It was a good.
That
buy.
purchase was a sick
the
purchase.
thing is when they say when a brand becomes a household name, yeah, it's a household name.
That's the lifestyle
It's
brand. When we're talking
built.
about Apple, when we're talking about how we can't do
built
without
into
Nike,
you.
it's built.
So,
Yo.
would you say Nike is the biggest brand out there?
If you don't go and buy shoe, you'll buy sock. If you don't go and buy sock, you'll go and buy gym stuff. If you don't go and buy gym stuff, trust me, Nike's got their hands in something else.
Nike
It's a
is probably
guarantee.
is the biggest brand out there.
When we're talking about fashion, Nike's not to be played with. When
At
you think
all.
of like, oh yeah, I'm going gym. What am I gonna wear? If
Lord have mercy.
before you got like your Cole Buxton hoodies and
Yeah,
them things
exactly.
there, the only tracksuit you were trusting was a Tech Fleece.
Tech
Yeah.
Fleece. Yeah, exactly.
So, can you see a future without Nike?
No,
I can't, and it's very sad. But
That
I
is
can't.
mad.
No.
So we've
They've solidified. They said we are going until this world is done.
Yeah.
Nike runs by itself.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah,
need anyone.
100%.
Yeah,
runs
it
by
doesn't need
itself.
anybody. And do you know what? I was in the clubhouse room the other day. Shout out to the stockroom boys.
Yeah.
And there was a debate going on back and forth about Nike and the Jordan 1 Dior collaboration. And this woman in the room was basically saying, Nike were kind of inspired by Dior and trying to appease, the luxury customers. I was like, I don't think you know who Nike
Definitely
are. If anything, Dior was bred in
Dior
Nike.
Yeah,
Dior
Nike,
needed
for
Nike.
sure.
Yeah.
It's not the other way around.
That's a
So
guarantee.
Yeah.
it's kind of wild. Like, sometimes when you like when you think of like films and in the film they're looking at the villain and they're like, rah, like who are you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's how I'm looking at Nike. I'm like, rah, these men
This
are taking
animal.
over.
This-
it's
yeah,
an animal.
it's an
They've
animal.
taken over.
Everyone.
They've taken over. It's
Everyone.
not up for debate. Look at how people move mad for Nike shoes.
To go
People
to the globe.
fight.
The
To get
resale
trained.
market,
It's
Nike's
mad.
in the foundation.
For real.
That's
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah.
Oh my
Crazy.
days.
So wait,
Nike's
let me ask you this last
That's
question.
mad.
It's crazy.
Jesus.
Jesus. Last question
Yeah.
before we round this all up.
Yeah.
Do you think any other trainer brand can overtake Nike?
It's too late.
Point blank period is gone. It's gone.
It's too late.
The fact,
Gone.
do you know what? It's mad that you're saying it's gone and it's too late.
It's too late.
You're trying to say no other brand
It's done now.
out there. That is mad.
you
This
know
guy
what?
has built a brand that has just.
When I
It's
say
got
it
legs
runs
that
by
it cannot-
itself, it cannot
yeah,
be
yeah.
stopped. There's
Do you know
nothing
what?
you can do.
The only
like,
way, yeah.
Snowpiercer.
The
Basically.
only way that this could physically happen, yeah, and hear how impossible this sounds, is if Nike just stopped doing what they're doing
Shut
right now.
everything down. Shut
They
the
just
business
stop,
down.
or they fuck around and they say something mad, something.
I think even if they do that, it won't happen.
severely,
Nothing will
yeah.
happen.
It's something mad. No more collabs, no nothing. They say they're not doing any more collabs. We're making it's impossible, yeah. And then Adidas like pick up for about 10 years.
No, once again,
No.
it's literally just you got to press the shutdown button. That's
Yeah.
it.
I
Unless
feel
you
like
get nothing.
even if that happens and Nike shut down factories and everything here.
When they open up after 10 years,
No, the whole
Shut up for
scene is gonna stop.
I genuinely feel like the streets need Nike.
They do.
They do.
That's what I'm saying.
I am
Nike-
the streets. The streets is me.
Yeah, I am Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, and
The
and
biggest drug kingpin is Nike.
and
I'm not
it's
gonna lie, like,
sad.
It's very sad, and I don't want to say that, but everyone, you're on the rock now for sure.
Yo.
Yeah.
Y'all are hooked.
That is mad.
We on the rock
We
now.
on the rock now.
On the rock now.
Wow.
You hate to see it, man.
Jesus.
It's sad, man. It's almost tragic because like we're actually accepting bullshit.
Oh
Because the
my
quality's not good
goodness.
and we know it. So
And
we're
once
like,
again,
yeah, I'll take two of them.
We'll be back here next week.
Talk about tables, trainers, tables. Like,
Do you know what is so
Hilarious,
mad?
man.
These
It's
guys
so
have
gay.
made a trainer. Yeah, a trainer that I'm telling you, every person
I'm pissed
has
off
this
at
trainer in their
myself.
house. Air Force Ones,
I'm pissed off at myself. I am.
like
Listen,
crack cocaine in the 80s.
Crack in the 80s.
In the 80s, for
Is
real.
white like it too, huh?
Yeah, 100%.
Real.
God
Pure.
damn. Come on, man. All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. We hope you
Yeah,
liked
man.
today's
Thank
episode.
you, guys.
You can find us on Instagram
Yep.
at DBTHPodcast,
Yeah.
Twitter, DBTH_podcast, Clubhouse, Spotify, Soundcloud, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. All you need to do is search DBTH Podcast. You'll find us there. There ain't no one there like us. It's
Nope.
only us, okay?
Yes.
Like,
Comment, subscribe.
yes, please. And hit the bell so you don't miss a beat.
Yep.
You-
Road to 500 is about to start, guys.
Yeah,
Road to 500 is about to begin.
And I will walk 500 miles and I will walk 500 more just to see that.
Miles and right at your door. All right.
Sha-la-la-la.
We gotta go.
La-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Thank you. It's enough. So, yes, Road to 500 is finna begin. I don't know when we said we would start it.
We need to put that song in the background when we do it.
Please,
I
we
don't think
won't.
we can.
Copyright won't let us.
Right, what else?
Anyways, so Road to 500 will begin. There will be a giveaway once we hit 500 followers on Instagram. So please be sure to follow us.
Run it up.
If you haven't
100%.
already, run it up. Make sure you stream our audio, watch our videos, and I think that's pretty much it. Unboxings. Oh, excuse me. Unboxings coming soon on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, any other content ideas, any collabs that you guys have in mind?
Yeah, man.
Let us know. We
Any
finna
guests?
work.
You know, because
Yes,
Boris allows us for
please.
guests to have guests now.
It's time.
I think the song can work. We just asked
We're not doing it. We're not doing
Ask
it.
Jacquees to do
Anyway.
it. Ask Jacquees to do a
Anyway,
remix.
Not Jacquees. He.
My house,
Right.
my house, my
All right. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you
Yeah,
next
man.
week.
This is
You
DBTH.
don't know.
Peace.
Bye.